Alright, Landon back here. Today I'm going to show you how you can control two keyboards and even other audio things like a mic, check 1, 2, just using your iPhone as a really quick mobile setup for sounds. So as you notice, like right now, I have a sound. Let me unmute this here. Mute it, I'm sorry. No sound. The volume is turned all the way down. If I turn it up, I got the regular sound from the keyboard. This is a cheap $200 Yamaha keyboard. Cheap. But what I have is I have a USB port right here, seven ports, and I have it going into an official Apple Lightning to USB with power. I recommend, if you're going to do this, to get the actual Apple product. It does cost a little bit more, a good $20, $30 something dollars, but it works the best so far. It does have power, so it charges your phone at the same time, plus your extra devices. And I would say the more devices you have on here, if they have their own power supply, the better that is. But I have this USB hub going to here. And from here, I am connecting this audio interface, a Behringer. It's got 4 inputs, and it also has the old school Midi on it. And I'm coming out of here into a speaker, and I have a mic plugged in just for kicks. Up close, nice. And you can hear it through my speaker, check. All right, so I have an iPhone 10, has no audio input. So this is a way you can do it even without an audio input. I have even a MIDI mixer over here. And this is strictly a MIDI keyboard, no speakers, no sounds, it's just MIDI. And so I'm going USB MIDI on here to the hub, USB MIDI from here to the hub as well. So I've got 4 inputs on the hub. So real quick, first of all, you can use several apps. You can use one app and separate keyboards. There's all kinds of things you do. And honestly, I'm still new at this. Just kind of started using this kind of setup. But I want to show you this app and some of the benefits. This app right here is called MKSensation. You can get it on Android or iPhone. It's a brain module with 12 sounds. It's $20 to unlock everything. It comes with some things free. Pretty cool. I'm going to show you. I am going to turn on my Power Grand there, and I'll kind of give you a demo of all the sounds and all of that. So Power Grand, you got the sound there. Let me turn up the volume here a little bit. And here's a trick that I didn't know. You got to have your volume unmuted on your phone, and this is the volume control if you're using it to an audio interface. Pretty loud. Turn down actually. Not bad. Not bad. That's Power Grand. Take that off, throw just the acoustic on there. Right. Let's see. I've got the dyno on, which is like an EP. Pretty sweet sound there. My favorite EP is the EP2. Let's see here. There we go. Now the cool thing about this app is you see the red, that means it's live, and if you click the corner, right, it throws effects on there. And then now I've got reverb on there, as you can see. But I can come over here and do chorus along with it. Even do some vibrato. And then you can click it off. Another cool thing about this app is it does layer all 12 sounds. So I'll throw a little pad on there as well. And how about throw Power Grand with the EP2 and the pad. So pretty cool. Also, again, I'm using this and I'm controlling it. I've set knobs to turn on and off, or buttons on and off to mute, and these control the actual volume. And the way you do it on the app is you just simply hold down something, like hold down the left side. Let's see if I can get it to work here. Hold it down. And it says MIDI learn. And then you would move your fader or whatever on here to program it, and it learns it. And so anytime you come back in, and I'll show you, if you go to MIDI sources here, you can see my MIDI mix is there. You can see my AK490, which is my other keyboard here. I have it turned off so that it doesn't play this. Pretty cool. Again, $20 to unlock all the sounds, which is 12, and they're pretty decent. It's better than just the module here on this Yamaha. And so I use this. Now what you can do is this plays in the background, so I can turn this off, and I can come here to, wow, loud, my bad. Anyways, so I've got my MKSensation in the background playing. All right, and then I have, this is Yamaha free app that I've got just the free sound unlocked, and I only have it set to this one, so I can play this pop bell sound on here. So you can use multiple apps like that to kind of go use multiple keyboards, play that. You can, there's, I even have some apps here where you can do like loops. If you want to throw some loops in here, you can use some of these apps and throw loops and kick off loops and tracks while you play. That Yamaha one, I'm just new to it, so I don't know how to make it run in the background, but I know there's other apps that you can use where, besides MKSensation, like synth apps and stuff like that, so you can run both in the background and do loops. I've even recorded into GarageBand, and I believe GarageBand will do up to 8 tracks at a time, maybe even 16. I know there's at least one recording app, it's like $50 on the iPhone, that does 16 at a time. Now, with this USB port, I haven't tested yet, but I should be able to do 2 of my audio boxes together and do 8 tracks. But this one does 4. It works for most of my needs. Now, I will say about this audio input box, now this one right here is $99, I think, and that's pretty good for 4 inputs, and it's got MIDI on the back. Each channel has a pad. Would recommend this box. It's been working well for me. What I would say is all the newer models, they're compatible with using an iPhone, but you do need to check and make sure it's compatible for iPhone or mobile device, because some of the later models a couple years ago, they weren't. It won't work over USB, but the newer ones will. I have this one. I have a PreSonus that has 2 channels on that. They both work. So pretty sweet. You can use sounds from your phone to record or to play live with instead of using, uh, you know, the sounds from a keyboard, and you can live mix it and layer it and stuff like that. And what I do is I will usually play with the volume up as well and coming out into the system and mix it with the sound of my keyboard. It's pretty cool. So that's without my keyboard sound. Now mix it in. It's a little bit louder. Now I can take this grind off. So pretty cool. Again, another way to infuse technology and get sounds, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on an expensive keyboard to get some decent sounds. You can spend some money on apps to get some sounds, and things are progressing. And my next step is I'm going to get a newer iPad and use this with the iPad rig, and probably ditch this mixer and use an iPad setup right here, so I can just mix it there, and it gives me a little bit more space. But this is a cool mobile setup, great mobile recording setup, because you can go right into GarageBand. Now in GarageBand you can do multi-track recording, and so I can record 4 individual tracks, 5 if I count Midi, at a time. I'm gonna sit here and record, with a band and a singer, drummer, a guitar player, piano, and even a bass player if I'm using Midi for piano. You can even record this now in GarageBand. It'll let you open up external apps and record with it. So in GarageBand, I can open MKSensation in GarageBand and record using these sounds. So it's pretty sweet. So again, quick, I said quick, but I'm up to 12 minutes, video on how to use your iPhone to control 2 keyboards, audio interfaces, mics, all of that, and that you can use for either playing live at church or recording. So pretty cool stuff. I'm still experimenting myself, and just thought I would throw this out there. Thanks for watching.